Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jess. I am super nervous, my first time recording, so bear with me. This is gonna be real awkward, but we're gonna get through this together, guys. We're gonna get through it together. So I'm gonna do like a get ready with me and then just kind of introduce myself. I am going to do like a simple everyday kind of thing. I don't know if you can see this. I have freckles and I don't really like to cover them, but I do have like redness and blemishes and things like that. So I kind of go through and just spot conceal. So I'm gonna go in with this Cover Fix blurring primer. I got it in a boxy charm and I love it. So I am 25. I live in Southern California. And this is kind of like something I've thought about doing for years. Like many girls my age, well, maybe even many girls just in this time, really doesn't matter how old you are, you have stumbled across a beauty video. It doesn't matter your demographic in general, you have probably stumbled upon a beauty video. I don't want to make a beauty channel. I think I kind of just want to make a live channel. Recently, I've done a lot of soul searching, I guess, and I've made a lot of changes and just a lot of, well, I haven't made changes, life kind of made me make changes, if you know what I mean. Life just has a way of doing that. It will like be like, oh, you have a plan, just kidding, we have a different plan for you. So that's kind of where I'm at. Just like everyone else, finding my way. I'm using a Wet n Wild concealer. What is this? Photo Focus. And I'm just gonna like spot conceal my face. Like I said, I do not like to cover my freckles. So I do not think of myself as like a beauty guru or professional or makeup artist, because I actually don't like for a living do makeup on other people, and I don't want my channel to solely be focused on makeup, but I am going to incorporate it because it's something that I do use and I do love and I enjoy playing with. It's not my job. I don't think I would love it if it was my job, but I do enjoy it. I am actually starting this channel because one thing that I have been considering a lot or thinking a lot about in my soul searching has been stepping out of my comfort zone and trying new things. And even saying that to you is so hard because it just makes me nervous. I don't think I do good with change, and some people do and some people don't. Kudos to you if you do. I do not. I am such a creature of habit. I love habit. It's just in my nature. I did move last year. So at the end of last year, at the end of 2017, I moved like states away from where I grew up. It was a huge change. It definitely took a lot, but life happened and I ended up moving back, so here I am. And I just keep thinking, what can I do? I'm covering like blemishes that I have over here. As you can see, this might look like a blemish, but it's not. It's a freckle. So I am just covering my blemishes. So I have just always thought about starting a YouTube channel, and I've always thought about stepping, you know, like I said, moving up, stepping out of my comfort zone. And this is just something that I think is going to be stepping out of my comfort zone. Well, it is. This is so uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how you guys do it. It's just a sense of like confidence and a sense of like, I'm putting myself out there and it is what it is, and what people take it for is what they take it for, but I'm still going to be true to who I am, and that is so respectable. Something that I'm kind of working on, so bear with me. These first few videos probably for a while are going to be pretty awkward. I have kind of concealed my blemishes. As you can see, I really don't do much. And then I definitely like to put a little bit around my eyebrows. I think it just kind of cleans it up a little bit. And I do have some freckles on the area of my brows, and it'll kind of make it look like my brows are not clean. Anyone with freckles understands, because it happens with my lip line also. Freckles, yeah, you get it. So my goal here with my channel and with what I'm trying to accomplish, I'm gonna do like more like lifestyle and organization. Love organization and cleaning. I am using, what is this? The Precisely My Brow by Benefit. It's amazing. I haven't had my brows done in a while. One of my friends does my brows, and she's amazing. Her name's Crystal, and I love her. I always send her funny brow memes. Have you ever seen memes where like they say, oh, something about like don't piss off your brow lady? Like, I'll piss off my boyfriend, but I won't piss off my brow lady. That's me. Won't piss off my brow lady, loyal to her forever. She's amazing. But I need to visit her soon because these brows are out of control. So again, I am not going to sit here and tell you like, oh, this is how I'm doing my makeup, because everybody does their own. And that's kind of not really the direction that I want this to go. Definitely not sit here and like teach you how to blend and stuff, because I'm not a professional. I'm not a makeup guru. I filled in my brows, and I know I didn't do it on camera, but it's just I can't do it. Well, I can't talk into it yet, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna have to get used to this, and you're gonna have to bear with me. Sorry. I do on my everyday looks sometimes conceal, but not all the time around my brows. But it's not really concealing, because as you saw, I use the same thing to kind of get a little coverage there before even doing my brows. But right now that my brows are so bad, I have to go back and do this. So I'm just taking a really thin brush and getting a little bit off the concealer wand and gonna go around my brows. So as I mentioned, I'm 26 years old. I think I mentioned that. I am married. I've been married for it'll be 3 years in November, guys. I'm just kidding. I didn't forget. It'll be 3 years in November. That's like very little bit. I don't really do like a lot of concealing. It's just to kind of help clean up the fact that they are not fresh, you know, and I need to go visit my girl Crystal. Okay, I think that's all right for now. It's really hard like to do this while you're talking. Man, you guys, you're amazing. Again, don't know how you do it. Do like a very natural kind of thing, and it's really because, I mean, I would go all out sometimes. If I'm feeling it, I would just go all out. But when I'm not gonna go anywhere, this is literally me staying home. But I want to look cute when my man gets home, you know. This is the Winky Luxe Kitten Palette. It was a BoxyCharm thing, so anybody that has BoxyCharm, you probably have this. And I am using this color in the back. What's it called? Strut. I love this, but there's a lot of alternatives. There's like, I have a Morphe that's very similar. There's even a color in the melt, in one of the melt stacks that's very similar, but right now I'm trying to use this one. As you can tell, I try and finish some of these palettes that I get from BoxyCharm, because if you are a BoxyCharm subscriber and you don't do YouTube, and you don't really like do this for a living, then you know that you get so much products that after a while I feel like, how am I gonna use all this? So I'm kind of just putting that in my crease mostly. I'm a very big fan of the one eyeshadow look on an everyday basis, as in I'll just use one eyeshadow color and work that into my crease and kind of use that same color to get different dimensions. I swear I do this all the time. I probably get super boring, but I do it all the time. And that's kind of it. I do, as you might be able to see, like, me paso poquito de aquí. Like, I go too far here. And I just take my beauty blender and kind of, if it's really bad, I'll grab some more concealer, like that I use for foundation. But it's usually not that bad, and it really isn't right now. And I'll just clean up a little bit. It's okay for it to go past a little bit, but not as much as it was right now. It was ridiculous. But because I put it on so messy, it gets that way. I forgot to put brow gel on my brows, guys. I completely forgot. I use this and I love this. And one time I tried buying like the soap and bought the wrong soap, and it was such a fail. It was such a fail. Sometimes I would do just this with like wing liner, and I love it. But today I'm gonna be super lazy and not, but I'm using the Kush mascara from Milk. Shout out to my BFF who got this for me. So my mascara is done. Like I said, I had to get that out. I don't know how you talk and do it. I'm making all these stupid faces, you know, everybody does it. So that's kind of what I do. I do like to add bronzer though. I don't contour on every day. I do contour if I'm like gonna go all out, but For an everyday look, I don't contour. This little palette is a BoxyCharm palette. Shout out BoxyCharm, love you. So I'm going to just kind of blend that in to my cheeks, but we're kind of a little bit higher. Again, I'm trying to bronze and not contour. And also around my forehead. The top of my forehead's pretty brown because I got sunburned. So I'm not contouring, as you can see. I'm not going really into the hollows of my cheeks. I am just warming up, I guess. It's not really warming up my face. It's a little bit warming up my face, but it's also trying to give it dimension. So I'm not just flat faced. And then right now I'm going to take just this one here, which is the dark one, and just take like a little bit. And I'm going to try and hide my second chin. Chunky but funky is what I always say. But I do just put a little bit under there. And then I will also grab a little bit both and just warm up my whole neck so that I don't look like I'm wearing a mask, like literally a mask. And I'll just kind of clean my brush off my neck. I'm going to use the tapered highlight. And I am going to use this e.l.f. pretty much. Like, it's not super crazy, but you can still see it. This is not good lighting. Again, guys, this is my first video. I'm gonna have to find a different place to record. But this was just practice. I like doing my nose. Some people don't like it. A lot of people say that you shouldn't highlight your nose, but I kind of love it. I think it's the shape of my nose that it makes it like even more like this, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing ever. I am now going to use this Melt lipstick, which I have a bunch. This one's my newest edition. It's Mural. I'm not gonna use any lip liner. This is like a really natural shade, and not that you shouldn't ever use lip liners, but I will say Melt Cosmetics, they're just so, they're matte. It's weird because they're matte, but they're so creamy and pigmented that they don't move. They don't smear. They don't go anywhere. I absolutely just love it. And it really matches like the everyday kind of colors that I use in my eye. Thanks guys for watching, and thank you for bearing with me for my very first video.